And we are live. It says, hello, everybody.
Howdy.
Hello.
Hello. We got three of us. So, welcome to On Track Tuesday, the 5th Tuesday special. And right now you got the three of us. Dave Thurber is feeling a little under the weather. And that is why I'm hosting tonight instead of him. He said he's going to try to pop in. So if he does, that's fine. If not, I wish him just to get well. So I know John from Schuylkill Valley Railroad is in. Howdy. Dave's Trains. Dragon Lover 68. Pappy from Tri-Goglin. How you doing here tonight? Dwight Curley. Hello. Can you guys see the chat? You, Tony, and
Robert?
I can't. No.
You can't.
Well, let's see if I go to click on comments.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah.
Okay, so if you click on comments, you can see it, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Martin Searsma. They're still coming in. But we hope that we get all of us in here. Robert's zooming in on his cement plant that he's been working hard on. He's got
because nobody wants to see me.
Nobody wants to see you.
Yeah.
What? Melt your foam on your layout.
Yeah.
Make loud noises.
Right.
What's Steve say? He says we all of us like to show glue drying, paint drying.
Hi, Dragon Lover 68. I see you.
Hey, there's M&M Rails. Mark, how's it going tonight, buddy? Say hi to to Gucci. I said Gizmo. My goodness, I'll get hung for that.
Gizmo's your dog. Come on.
If I was a bird, I'd be like an owl. No, I doubt it because I can't see worth a darn, especially if I take my glasses off. Jeff Allen, how's it going? There, I see Robert way back in the back. Now, don't that look like a cover off of Model Railroad magazine there?
Or Walter's box.
Yeah, or Walther's box. There you go. Or an advertisement for their thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Here, we'll do this. Watch this.
Yeah.
That doesn't. How did it look like? Oh,
crazy.
That's nice. This is the first time I think we can actually talk to each other. We usually don't get to talk too much to each other, live. It's usually either in text or anything like that,
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Sparky's in here.
Hi, Sparky. So what you got going on the
hey,
layout?
Connie, how are you?
Okay.
Sparky, Dwight, Pappy.
What you got going, Tony, on the layout?
Just still working on my town, and I'm probably going to be working on the that engine house and putting figures and some other little details inside that to spice it up on the inside, so I can take the top off when people are here and show it off a little bit more. So I got to do a video on that, but I've been plugging away on my little town and putting figures out, which takes a while. And in-scale figures are trying, I'll just say that.
Yeah, I can imagine. Do you have one of them visors with the magnifying thing?
No, I've been lucky enough. I've dropped a few on the floor and been able to find them, but there's a couple I've lost.
That was the best investment I've made, Tony. And I'm HO. I got one of those visors. They had them on sale at Micromark, and I got a half off. And because it was like, and it has lights in it and everything. It lights up what you're working on and everything.
Oh, that'd be helpful. But other than that, I just been I do run a train about every week, so keep the track going and mainline at least. So when I'm down here working on something, I just turn it on and let it run.
Don't mind me. I'm trying to bring my camera up here because later on I want to show what I'm working on. Because I got questions, and I figure since I got you two guys on here, you guys are experts. I can get some advice.
Somebody's been lying to you, Wilmer.
Yeah.
Huh?
Somebody's been lying to you. No experts here.
Oh, I've seen the results of what you guys do.
The guys are on
You
another
can't
team.
hide from me.
Yeah.
Especially Tony. He's been working on a town, and he got his town looking good. I'm just started on mine, so. Hey, there's Hillbilly Railroad. I see him. Yeah. How you doing? Joe Rader. Dave B. and SFN Scaler. Howdy, 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 guys. Tonight, if you guys you got all three of we got at least three of us on here. Dave Thurber might come in a little later on.
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah, he's feeling under the weather, and so he said he was going to try to come in at least for a little bit, a few minutes. But that's why I took over the host tonight, and he texted me and asked me to, so I did that. Hi, Roy Smith. How's it going, buddy? In Panama. But you guys got questions for us? Now's the time. Any questions you want to ask us? Anything, as long as it don't get too personal, you know. So, hey, George's son about Anthony. How's it going? How many years we've been doing this, Tony?
On Track Tuesday? Probably 2 years.
I think it's longer than that, buddy.
Yeah. I'd have.
We went to Steamtown in 2018.
Okay, so we were doing it then. Probably
Yes, we
3 or
were.
4 years.
Ah,
I'm look back here and see if I can.
you and me, they're still the two originals.
Well, it goes back on mine as far as 2 years at least.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I have a feeling we started either 2018 or late 2017. CP368, how you doing tonight? Vinny, cousin Vinny, how's it doing tonight, buddy?
Let's see.
When am I going to do not bad again? It's been a long time. Well, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that one. I decided I was taking a break from it so that I could work on my layout and get my layout caught up. Because that's what I'm originally in this to do, is run trains.
I did my first show November 6th, 2018.
2018, November 6th.
Yep.
Well, so we went to Steamtown in May of 2018.
No, I think that was 19.
Yeah, that was.
Was it 19?
Hmm.
Yeah, it was just last year that we didn't get to go. That's right. You're right. You're right. Okay, so 18. Wow. Okay. Wow.
So coming up on 3-year anniversary or close to it. Well, for you, you'd be the closest because you went first.
Boy, that's a good question, Sparky. Or I'll put it up on the screen, guys. Can you see that, guys? When you got put on the On Track Tuesday together, was there anyone that said no? And how hard was it to replace the two guys, Tom and Benny? It was very hard to replace Tom and Benny. Benny was definitely Tom. Tom was a shocker, and Dave pretty much immediately said he'd be interested. Benny was kind of a shocker, though. I didn't expect that at all. I didn't expect Tom to leave either, but well, he was having problems though because he was on the road all the time. But no, we didn't have anybody that said no. Matter of fact, we all volunteered to start this, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think we were the first two that said yes.
Yeah, you and me. Benny was the one that kind of formed it all together. He was the one that started it all.
The idea. I think he'd be the hardest to replace because he was so professional with his.
Yeah, he was.
He
I
was
said
so good at it.
It kind of just shocked me. It was definitely. But you know, I understand. And getting back to the question on the not bad, I'm probably going to do a not bad every once in a while, but it's probably not going to be a regular thing like I used to do before because it just takes up too much of my time. I'd spend days just watching videos to where it was getting to the point where it was starting to burn me out. It really was. It wasn't that I really like finding channels and shouting people out. I love that part of it. It just, but what I have to go through to find those channels is you just I usually did anywhere from 7 to 10 new channels every week. Go try to find 7 to 10 new channels. Okay? Mm-hmm. Then you come back and talk to me. that are good. That you think are really good. All right? It's not hard. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's hard. So any more questions? What are you doing there, Robert? I see you leaned over there.
I'm just watching the chat. That's all.
And then I think Dwight asked who Benny was, and somebody told them Tom is Tom Pilling.
Right, Tom.
What was his ATSF Ventus Spur N Scaler was his channel name. Yeah. He's actually visited my layout once. I don't know if he ever did any video, but
he never visited my layout. But I met up with him at the truck stop.
Yeah, I met him once at the truck stop, and he gave me a couple Tropicana N-scale microtrain cars that I weathered and have on my layout. They're pretty nice.
So CP368 said you could just shout out specific videos and not necessarily look for new channels, but just videos that you liked. Yeah,
I could do that. Yes, I could. I could go through what I watched during the week and do that, but I don't think it'd be as a good a show as what I was doing. Are we going to Strasbourg? Well, did they get rid of all these restrictions yet? And when are we doing it? And is Sparky going to be able to get across the border, or somebody smuggling them or something? There's lots of questions to that one. Strasbourg's only a few. It's about 4 or 5 hours from my house. So if they're having Strasbourg, I'm probably going to go. Tony, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
A little further away.
It's about 12 hours if I was to drive.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's about 17 hours for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although you had all intentions of going, Robert, didn't you?
I did.
So,
But I made a trip to see this other guy instead.
yeah, some old fat man. Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah, we did. We had a good time.
Answer the questions, Sparky. Strasbourg, May 20th and 21st and then 22 to the 22nd. Okay. All right. I'll put that on my calendar. We'll be looking forward to it.
That's okay, Anthony. I do the same thing a lot of times in live chats. So
Yeah, me too.
And I didn't answer Roy Eltham. No, I did not see I was challenged. Who challenged me and for what? Roy E said Eltham said I was challenged. So
I think it's closer for Sparky than it is Tony to go.
yeah.
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 He's definitely closer than me. Yeah.
Oh, Sparky says it's 8 hours for him.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. You said 12, right, Tony?
Yeah, that's probably about right. Yep.
So. Well, that's not bad for you then, as Pappy says. So,
Hi, Melvin.
where do you see us, Tony? As it's one of the originals. I'll ask Robert this question too. Where do you think we'll be 2 years from now? on Track Tuesday, you think we'll still be
Well, I don't
doing
know.
our thing?
I don't know what I'd be talking about. I think by 2 years I ought to be finished with this. I'm almost.
Are we really ever finished?
I don't know. No, I'll probably. You know what I'll do? I'll probably, once I get all this done, is that then I'll have to redo this mountain sometime. I like it, but I have to fix the grade over there eventually to make it run smoother. So I'll still have a water scene, but that probably will be what I'll do is tear that out and do something a little bit different. And probably a little bit better looking. I think I could do a better job, believe it or not. So with the water aspect of it. The mountains I'm very happy with. I don't know if I could make another mountain like that that looks that good, but the water, I think I would do a better job.
I like your mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were really hard on yourself when you were making that. I remember you were sitting there going, "It don't look right. I don't like it." And
it turned out
it looked like crap. And it turns out it's your showpiece when you're showing stuff on there.
And then Chuck Baker texted me and he said, just take some light tan and just light brush over it. Just light brush, just little light brush, and it did the job. It totally changed the color of it completely. Looked like rock.
Mystic Southern Railroad said he'd like to go to Strasbourg. He wanted to know if I could give him a ride. Well, my son usually drives when we went to Steamtown. My son drives. I don't know how far you live from me, Mystic. I know you're not far, but if we could work you in, we will. You know, as we get closer to that, you just get a hold of me. My email address is the best way to get a hold of me is use the this flock, FLOCK, this flock 2, all bunched together at gmail.com, and just message me, and I'll get back with you on it. Okay, and we'll work out some details.
Yeah, I have to look and see. I haven't watched the video on what the power move meet is. I could put together an ICG train, and the good thing about them is they threw together anything that ran, and what it looked like they didn't care. You'd have a GP9 with a rebuilt GP10 with an SD40 with an F7 in there, and they would run that to pull a train.
Right. Well, that question was directed at Robert, that he was challenged and he never did it.
Yeah, I will have to do that. I apologize. I have been so busy the last couple of weeks. I've just not been able to really look at YouTube a lot.
No trains with locos. Okay. All right.
And I apologize for that, because I need to go watch some videos, but I just haven't had the opportunity. And I wish I had more of a chance, but it's really been a hectic few weeks, actually a month. The last month has been kind of hectic.
Roy Smith says, come to Strasbourg on the Amtrak. Where does the Amtrak, does it unload at Strasbourg? Does it? Or Lancaster, which I know is close to Strasbourg. That'd be cool. Go in on Amtrak. Go to a train meet type thing on Amtrak. The thing is, once you get there, you have to rent a car. Lehigh River Subdivision. Ian. How's it going, my friend? Did your contest go off yet, Ian? Yorick, how's it going, my friend? Yorick Model Trains. Caboose, 121. Cameron. Nope. I just got the notice today, and I seen the people answered you like 6 days ago, and I'm like, I just got it today. I was like, how'd they do that?
Hey, don't forget, Steve Childers issued a challenge to everybody. He challenged everybody to run tank trains.
A tank train.
Yeah.
That'd be about 3 for me.
I ain't much more than that. I got like maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah. I've got about 50 tank cars.
The problem is most of my tank trains are old Tycos, and they still have the old horn hook couplers on.
You know what, Wilmer? You should make a transition car.
Oh, I do, but it's not a tanker.
Oh, well, that's okay, because you've got to, if they're loaded, then you have to run 5 cars in front of them anyway for buffers. So see, there you go.
Yep.
I don't know if my GP9 would hold that many cars. I just got this engine back. It's I had a friend of mine put a decoder in it, and it runs nice. It's a Wathers that I bought at a train show for $25, and I stuck just a function decoder in it, a Digitrax decoder, and it just does lights and moves and no sound.
Yeah, Martin, I try not to listen to Steve, but I guess I'll have to this time.
Does your Panzer train count? Oops, wrong. Tank train. It's Panzer train. Well, you want?
Well, no, that'd be cool to see, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you issue one of those, military train challenge there, Cameron? Start that going. Everybody's challenging everybody for everything else now. Then it'll die off for a while, and then the challenges will start again. Hey, but they're a lot of fun. They are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go to Lancaster, Roy says. Lancaster's only a couple miles out from there.
Yeah, it's not.
I'll have to see what it costs.
Strasbourg's only about 15 miles, I think, from Lancaster.
Yeah, I don't think it's even that. Because I know when I made appointments. That's where my motel was that I was going to do for Strasbourg until they canceled. And it said I was 4 miles away.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't even realize it was that
4 miles that ain't nothing. Well, it is if you got to walk it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Vinny. You do get to see parts of people's layouts that you don't normally see when they do these challenges. That's true. All the unfinished parts.
Let's see, I got about less than a quarter that's actually fully unfinished, but it's got some structures on it, but you can still see the foam underneath it. That's it. That's all I got left.
And who did the box? Didn't somebody do a boxcar challenge? Was that Nancy?
Yeah, there was a boxcar challenge.
I can't do a boxcar challenge. I've got about 120, 130 boxcars. I don't think I can pull them all.
I did the boxcar challenge. I did the boxcar challenge. I did do the boxcar challenge.
I might, maybe if I did my triple header, I could get 130 boxcars pulled with it.
Well, do that anyhow. That'd be fun to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a video.
Oh, yeah, okay. Go Via was the one that did the challenge. That's
okay. Chris was? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. That's who did that one. Go Via, Chris.
I'd be okay there. I probably have about 40 boxcars. And then I think there was the hopper train. I'd be okay there too. I'd probably run about 50 of those. That's pretty much what I have for rolling stock.
Yorick, you thinking about going to Strasbourg this coming May? That'd be cool. I don't know exactly where you're coming from, but I know it's a lot further than us.
No, maybe a lot further than you two.
Yep.
I don't know. I think he got to come across the big pond.
Oh, does he? Okay.
Yep.
He can, and he can still get there faster than me, driving it.
Right.
Wow.
It started raining about lunchtime. We're getting what's left of the hurricane coming through. They're saying we're in big time flood warnings. They're saying by tomorrow night we could get as much as 5 to 6 inches of rain here.
We didn't get any. We were supposed to. We didn't get a drop.
Yeah, you're a little further west.
We got a little rain this afternoon.
There's Steve Childers. We was just talking about you, Steve. Did you ever get one of them, Tony?
No.
Benny sent me this.
I got the shirt. I got that.
I got a shirt too.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know who he had made them. They're like red on the inside and white. I'll have to go to
probably take the place of my cup on the workbench and become my brush holder.
I got cups like that too. There's my big Dale Earnhardt cup somebody got me. I mean, this is a huge cup. I don't think I ever drank anything out of it. It's full of ends and
I use I use the old Solo cups. I got about 3 of them in there, and I can just, when I need one, just pop one out, put my brushes on top.
Yeah, we all can't have them fancy organizer type things for brushes and paints and things like that. You ain't saying much, Robert.
I'm just listening.
Well, that's not what you're on here for.
Oh, okay.
You're supposed to put that gift of gab to go on there.
Are we supposed to give our expert advice?
Our expert advice to...
Yeah, I can do that. Here, I got something. I'm going to give you a visual question here. Hold on. Let me do this first. There. All right. Now I'm going to switch to full screen here. And then I'm going to move my camera so I can show you. Get me a pointer here. It'll probably make you guys sick here. In my town here, I'm going to make a crossing, okay? Wait, that way. There we go. See where I'm at? This is that Wathers concrete road system. Now from here, I got it already graded down. What did you use to cross over your tracks, Tony?
Mine, I actually have Kato crossing things, but on one of them going into my farmhouse, I used like 0.025 evergreen styrene.
Oh, so you just styrened up to the tracks.
Yep, and then I cut the styrene piece for the middle just by itself and glued it, painted it black and glued it down to the ties. So
I never thought about
appearance-wise, it looks exactly like, it flushes, it crosses the track. But if you were to cross it, if my little people were to cross it in their vehicle, they'd probably cuss me, but because I don't think it'd be smooth for them. But
well, I thought about doing using just plaster of Paris and going across and then making the lines in the track.
Yep.
Yeah, here
you
and
could
Wilmer,
use plaster, yeah.
I use spackling, so.
Oh yeah.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, when I make like my road back here to my grain facility and my parking lot, and then my other roads over here, I actually use spackle too. And you can use it across the crossing. Just tape it off like you would smooth it with masking tape. Yeah. And then you just go right over the top of that. You can even go over a little bit of that masking tape, let it dry. When you pull it off, it's just like the smooth it tape. It just makes a perfect straight looking road when you're done after it dries.
That sounds like some good advice there.
Yeah, this is what I use. So
yeah, that's the same
big
stuff.
bucket of it.
Yep. I don't have to get quite that big a bucket for me.
Well, I was using this to do all my roads. That's why I've got such a big thing of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I got a Waters Crossing kit that I got with that contest kit, but it don't do nothing for where your grade comes down to the tracks or whatever. It's just the crossing itself, and it looks like ties. So I thought about using that and then do something up to that, but
There's also I forget which company it is, has crossings, wood crossings.
right.
Yeah, I've seen those. Those are
Yeah,
really,
Waters has them.
Yeah, but these are actually wood.
yeah.
This is actually wood. Here, I'll show
Oh,
you.
the Walthers ones are?
Yeah, I'll actually show you here. Hold on.
Yeah, Roy, I'm going to do a 6-lane interstate highway with that much. You're right. that much spackling, that would do a lot.
I know I got it. Where'd I put it? My little shop of unorganized stuff.
Yeah, I am going to use a lot of it too in my paper mill because I want to. A lot of it, not all of it's going to be a cement base. So
I know I got it. It's here somewhere, but I ain't gonna waste a bunch of time looking for it.
I think Woodland Scenics makes a wooden one, and is it Blair Line
Blair, I think that's who it is.
makes
That
makes a wooden kit too.
Yeah.
But it came with that Waters kit that I entered here was a year or two ago and never used. And I got a bunches of stuff. I'm gonna use that concrete system, which I need to go buy some more, and not buy another kit of straights because it don't go very far. That's one of the downfalls of the Waters concrete street system. It's nice
Yeah,
because the
it's not a
sidewalks
lot.
and everything look great. They give you the fire hydrants and the manhole covers and everything.
Hi, James. How you doing?
Hi, James.
James,
Hey, there's Roy Hardwick. How you doing, brother Roy? Ridson Monroe. So, you guys got any more questions, or did I miss a question? You can put it back on there, and then I'll watch for it for a little bit.
What'd you say, Anthony?
Yeah, Anthony.
Anthony uses what's he use? Like a type of foam, Silly Winks foam.
Never heard of it.
What is it? Silly Winks foam.
Or well, it's that. I think he means, from what his description is one of those. Or I've seen Gino Smith, I think his name is Jinko's models. Use the same thing. It's like the poster board, and you can peel off both sides, and in the middle is foam, especially for HO. It works really good for HO. I tried it on N scale, and it does. It takes a little work for N scale, but for HO, it'd be the perfect just to cut and just lay in there, and then it does weather really nice if you watch his older video on it.
I'll have to go back and check out some of his videos and see what it was.
Okay, I guess Silly Winks is different than the foam board I'm talking about, but
the Silly Winks and the plaster or foam plaster board
Poster board.
or poster board. I got some of that. And that's what you use.
Yeah, that poster board, Wilmer, the little corners, they'll peel off, and you just pull that cover off, and in the middle there'll be that foam. And a lot of people use that for roads on HO scale and bigger scales. And it does paint pretty nice. You can weather it and crack it and
be easy to put potholes in it. And
Yep.
make it look very realistic.
when I make roads, I use this tape too. This thick tape. It's almost a 1/4 inch thick, and I just I think it's basically the same things that Walther sells or Woodland Scenics sells to make their roads, and that's what I use to keep mine straight. And then I just and that way I can sand a crown in the road after I use this.
Well, that's the nice thing of this Walther's concrete system. They give you a piece that you put down in the center, and it does make a nice crown on it. And they even give you the little drains, for your drain grates that you put at the corners, so that supposedly the water will catch and go out. It's you'll get to see, because I'm making a video as I'm building it. So I've got like 2 or 3 videos in the waiting's just about done. So they'll be coming all at once.
Very funny, Ian. Then you won't have your cars. They'll go back in time or go forward in time, and you'll never have them again.
They all have a flux capacitor and have to go 88 mile an hour. You probably, in scale mile an hour, you could probably get the 88 mile an hour down my main street if you run the red light. That ain't there yet.
Well, thanks, Mark. I appreciate that.
Yeah, yours is really nice. That crossing you did, or where the bridge went over and you went under the underpass, that was pretty. That was pretty nice. I like that. And that was that there Gookumpucky you held the bucket up from.
Yep. Gookumpucky, yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what you called it. It was
spackling. I actually did have some, because the road inclined, I had some foam under it too, so I shaped some foam so I didn't have to use so much of it, to make it. But it does make good roads.
Yeah, cool. I seen that Ken Patterson one he did on the roads. He used, what was a concrete patch. I was like, wow, wouldn't you think that'd be pretty heavy, wouldn't you think? Concrete patch? It did look nice when he was done. So
And then lately, I've in scale just used the bush system, which is the tape that looks like road. And then the only thing is the stripes in the middle are white. So I go back with a brush and actually paint them yellow like a real road. So, which is very tedious. I mean,
unless you're back in the 50s and earlier.
Yeah, well, that could be what it was for.
Yeah.
But I'm in the 80s, so I have to go back and paint some yellow stripes.
Well, I know, like a lot of the small towns around here, I know when I was a kid that the streets were concrete. They weren't asphalt.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to simulate on mine. It's supposed to be a small town and, off of a short line and just concrete. And I wanted to keep it looking that way. It's just that I can't remember how the concrete meets up to the railroad tracks. Now from there, they just cemented it, or
usually with concrete they had the wood crossings.
Yeah, the wood crossings.
Nowadays they have those rubber mat crossings, but back then they would have had wood grade crossings.
Back then they would have had the wood, and they would have met up to that wood. Even out in the country roads, there were gravel. They'd still go over that wood crossing.
Yeah.
Cameron says the concrete patch isn't too heavy. He used it for his container yard. It wasn't bad at all to make up. That was pretty cool. That sounds cool. I want to add a cornfield so I can add a scene from the Twister and drive through. Hey, I've seen some of them layouts with twisters at train shows and stuff. Some of them guys get really realistic with it. It's not bad at all. They get the lightning coming out of it and everything,
Yep. That's right, CP. They did wood and asphalt too. Yeah. And sometimes if it was an asphalt road, you just have asphalt be the grade crossing, They'd put asphalt in between the rails.
I'll have to go check out that concrete patch. And another, Roy Hardwick says that it's pretty good stuff to use. He said it's self-leveling too, which I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian, I agree with Anthony from Georgia Sunpile. I'd like to see the tornado on your layout. You just want to do the storm chasers.
I haven't seen anybody on YouTube that's done like a storm like that.
Yeah. Some are really wild. It's unbelievable. Mm-hmm. I seen one the other day. A guy had a big rain cloud, and it actually had water coming down on the layout out of the rain cloud. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's all.
I'd be a little nervous about having real water, but Anthony said no flying cows. He still wants a 95 Dodge Ram because of that movie, Twister. That was one of my favorite movies, too. I always thought it was pretty exciting. And them people that really do chase them storms, I do still think that they're nuts. They're goofy. You won't see me driving toward a tornado.
No.
Yeah, CP, the rubber crossings started coming around in the 80s, I think, 80s or early 90s. And that's when you started seeing the rubber mat crossings.
Yeah, it was about 86, 87-ish.
Yeah.
We started really seeing them out.
Well, you don't see many of them around here.
Oh, really? Yeah, you do down here.
Yeah.
You still see some of the...
Busy Street and the NS was the first railroad I remember when I was a kid ever seeing them use that, and they used that across that busy street. That was one of the first things they got rid of their wooden crossing and put that stuff in. It was kind of weird, but
yeah, you see a lot of the wood crossings, and you'll see a lot of the. Even to this day, you see wood, and you'll see a lot of asphalt or concrete ones, but you don't see a whole lot. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the rubber ones would even look like.
Yeah, they've got little bumps on them. They like, I guess that's for traction.
Oh,
but you probably see them more down here than up there.
They probably don't do well in the winter. That's probably why I don't see them up there.
Yeah. That's very possible. All right, hey guys, I got to get out of here.
All righty.
I have to vacate.
All righty. And we'll be seeing you on September. Let's see, you're the third month. Let's see. You're the what? You'll be the 14th, correct? Or you just didn't look that far ahead yet? No, you'll be the 22nd.
Yeah,
yeah, you're the 22nd, and then Dave Third will be the 28th in September.
No, I'm sorry, the 21st.
Yeah.
I'll be the 21st.
21st, yeah. Well, I'm looking at my calendar here. I got from Piddle in the Marsh. They sent me a really nice train calendar. It's his layout. It's pretty good, but the calendar goes kind of funny.
Well, it starts on Monday, I bet, doesn't it?
What's that? The calendar? No,
No, it doesn't.
no. It goes across the bottom. It's not your usual. See.
Oh. A lot of European calendars will start on Monday, so that confuses me to no end.
Right.
No, but the 21st. So that you on the 7th, Tony on the 14th, and me on the 21st.
Yeah.
And then Dave on the 28th.
Right. So.
Well, I've enjoyed it, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your meeting, and I'll.
Yep,
Good night,
I'll
Connie.
see you probably on one of our little private chats, and
Yep.
talk to you later.
Thanks, Tony and Wilmer.
All
Take
right.
care.
Thank you, Robert.
Georgia Sunbelt, yes, that guy is still. I actually fixed that little scene and cleaned it up and fixed the little guy in the barbecue. So he's still back there with his dog and his company and his cooler.
CP368 said the rubber ones lasted longer than the wood ones. Well, I imagine they did because the wood rots out.
Yeah.
You see them, I think since I've lived down here, I've watched them change this crossing down below me, I think twice since I've lived here. And I've lived here, it's going on 13 years.
And NS just did the ones here in town except for the one that I have to cross every morning. They failed to do. So I'd like to write them a letter. I doubt they'll do anything, but it's just a 2-lane road, so it's pretty bad. I got to cross like in the middle of the. But they did every other one in town but that one.
Anthony said, is that guy still barbecuing on your layout?
Yeah.
Georgia Sunbelt. He wants to know if
he's having some brisket.
He's having brisket. Smoked brisket.
Yeah.
Oh my. So you've been painting N-scale figures.
Yeah, I've lately I've got the little I'll find here. I got some behind me. I think here in Woodland Scenics, I got a bunch of these at the trade show. They're little scenes. So luckily I've been doing these. This is the guys playing checkers with the dog and all that. So I got to find a place for them. But I also still have a bunch of like the for $2 I got like 200 Chinese looking N-scale figures.
Yeah.
Those I have to actually paint to make them look good. I've done that. It takes a little while. I only do about 10 at a time. So I still have, I'm going to paint a few more to put some more people out on my sidewalks in this town I've been working on. So
all I got to say is, God bless you, my friend.
I got a lot.
I couldn't imagine doing them teeny weeny little figures.
For the engine house, I have mechanics and welders and some other figures and forklift and engine and stuff like that to put in there. So,
unfortunately, Royce Hardwick, there's a lot of hometowns and got those crossings that need fixed. Trying to read some of the last.
I'm going to jinx myself. I've had this train running here and haven't had any issues at all. It's been running the whole time.
Yeah, that's what mine. It's scaring me.
Next time I'm going to go and nothing's going to happen. It's going to be dead.
Yeah. I don't have any sound on it, so And it runs. This engine runs really quiet and smooth. And sometimes I got to look to see make sure it didn't derail or something.
I've got my one GP9. I really like it, and I weathered it up, and it looks really great. It's the Illinois Central Black with the green diamond, and it just runs. I even had him look at it, and he's like, I don't know. He looked at it and ran good, and then it will cut out, and he said, I don't know what's the deal. I think Kevin Brown had his does the same thing. It just kind of, it's loud, and it'll run smooth for a while, and then it kind of just, if you go at a slower speed, it chugs along. And
the guy that installed the decoder for me, he told me he would like to see me strip this one off and then do it in Indian Head Valley colors, patch it over or just do a patch job on it. I'm like, I looked at it for a second and I thought, I'm like, nah.
I still got one that I'll find, there it is right here in front of my laptop. I still have one. I got to get a frame to put it on that my dad hand painted. Is a GP10 rebuild. The orange pumpkin paint scheme they had. They just had orange with black letters on it, and that's it.
Yeah.
They did that for me. So I got to find a shell this kit will fit on and get that out there on the layout too. But
so you need a drivetrain for that.
Yep. I think it'll fit on a GP9 Atlas. I'm not sure. Or a lifelike GP18. BNSF Dave gave me this.
Oh, yeah.
With this to me. So
I have an undecorated SD40 that I haven't ventured to start into yet. Maybe that's get away from doing the structures.
I would love to find the first generation one. Kato undecorated SD40. Two of them would be great. They're just hard to find and in scale. People just grab them right away to paint. But I want a red and white GM&O one and an orange and gray ICG one to then I'd have all the SD40 schemes that they ran. But
how about Bachman? Would they have them in undecorated?
I have not seen them either. So I think eventually I'll find maybe like another Illinois Central one, like I have the black and white one, and just strip it and maybe paint that one. I think is the road I'm going to have to go. Maybe just find another railroad that would be easy to paint.
Hi, Sarah. Hey, there's William, New Ferris Railroad. He's in there. Guys are coming right at the end there.
Yeah, Roy, you bought two SD40. You bought three SD45s, two Katos, and one Bachman. And the Bachman had DCC with Tsunami Sound in it. That's kind of like the one Vinny has, but I think that's the one Roy was saying he's going to have Bruce Giroux make into the BNSF or Slug. Like they had an SD45, they turned into like a Slug, which I'm looking forward to seeing that once he gets that. And then I think he's going to put decoders in those other two SD45s, but they're nice. I don't run the Santa Fe anymore, and that's what I was going to do originally when I built this big mountain. That was going to be my railroad, but I just, you know what, I went with what I grew up watching, and that's what I went with. So, and then which is the ICG, which now that's all I have out here. I have all my locomotives out except for my two Amtraks. When I want to run the Amtrak, I just pull them out and run an Amtrak. So. And I just sold an SD40 today on my one that had no issues. I sold today on eBay, but I still have one left. I would make a deal if anybody would be interested. It's the one that fell off my layout. The shell is pretty much all in great shape. The decoder works. It runs. It just has some kind of issue with the back truck. So there would be a discount on that, a pretty good discount on that one. If anybody would want it. Everything's intact. It looks fine. It just, there's something in the back truck just wasn't right. I don't know what, ever since that happened. It runs, it does all the functions, everything like that. It just, when it goes around a curve, it wants to derail. So something in that back truck isn't right. But
Alrighty. Well, it's 8 o'clock. You ready to give her a call, or do you want to just keep on talking? We got a good conversation going.
I'm good if you're good.
I'm good. I'll stay on as long as you guys want to listen to us.
I'm going to probably go get supper because I haven't had anything to eat yet.
Well, whenever you're ready to go, you just say the word and we'll let you go and you go eat. And we'll call it quits for the night. Thank everybody. Next week, it's my turn. I'll be on again next week. So now I have to think new things to talk about. 1 a.m. there, Yarrick. Oh,
right. New Ferris, you asked about.
Oh, bless you, my friend. 1 a.m. I'm usually sawing some big logs. I'm usually sleeping.
Right. You asked New Ferris, so I'll show you really quick.
All right, let me get this.
This is the one that everything is intact. The rails are good. You can see Wilmer's got nice. Everything great tack. The only thing is this little walkway you can kind of see got chipped, just a little corner of it. But the rails and everything are intact. The frame's not broken, anything like that. There's just the gear fell out of this back truck, the drive gear, and I don't think I put it in there right. So when it wants to, it just doesn't. Something in here is not. Get up here. Something in here is not quite right. So, but I got the box. I got everything. So you want to?
What brand's that?
This is a Kato. Yeah.
Kato.
And it has a NCE decoder, and I have the paperwork for it too. So, but yeah, I can put it on there. It still runs. Still wants to run. Still wants to go. It just has an issue with it, and like I said, I'm not anymore, doing Santa Fe, and I don't want to just have them sit there and not be used, and one kind of needing some repair, and it would work. So if somebody's interested, let me know, and because it's it's got an issue, I'll make a deal on it. But I'd like to see somebody get it and use it, and instead of sitting in a box, collect the dust. Or sometimes my Amtrak engines do that, but
Vinny wants to know how much you want for it.
Probably half of what it would list for, so probably like $55. And I think probably $8 I think it's $8.95 for me to ship flat rate. So
there you go, Vinny.
So
I'd look
Vinny,
nice on a run on your layout.
Melvin, or New Ferris, whoever want to hit me up on it, go ahead. And
that was Vinny.
Vinny, okay. I knew
45.
Vinny,
he said 45 plus shipping.
Or 55 plus.
55 plus shipping. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said 45.
That's about half.
I was trying to get you a deal there, Vinny.
But yeah, these are I just like to see them go and get run by somebody, because I have what I have on here is my ICG stuff, and that's what I model now, and I love it. And when I buy a new locomotive, it's gonna be that, or it's gonna be painted that, because it's gonna fit right into my layout.
Mark says auction. I'll bet you'd make a good auctioneer, Mark.
He could probably talk up a product pretty good.
Yeah, I'll bet he could. Well, what do you say, there, Tony? Let's call her an evening and
Yep, I'm good. So
let you go eat. So, folks, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for watching On Track Tuesday for how many years now?
3 years. Yeah, we're coming up on 3 years. What is it? 3? Yeah, we're coming up on 3-year anniversary in November.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yep.
So that's cool. And be nice, boy, if we could get a hold of Benny and Tom and maybe get them come on too for some kind of anniversary, huh? Because I think our next 5th Tuesday is I think it's either November or December. I think it's in November. Yep, November. So that would be the third year.
Yeah.
Cool.
That worked out great. So
yeah, for our 3rd year, we'll have to do something special for that 3rd year anniversary. Let's see if we can get a hold of Benny or somebody, even if we can get him by phone or something. You know,
maybe we can do a contest Sparky style. Have an N scale, have an HO giveaway.
Yeah, maybe we could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to discuss that. Yeah, something nice. Maybe I could. I got a bunch of undecorated box cars. Maybe I'll see if I can design an on-track Tuesday box car. I don't know about doing N scale. That's teeny weeny. So we'll see what we can do.
Yep.
All righty.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and we're going to exit stage right. And you all have a very, very good evening. May the good Lord bless you guys and keep you all, and have a very, very good week. See you next week on same time, same channel for me. All righty. Thank you, guys. Bye.